Welcome back, everyone, to Triumph of the Tusk. It's been a hot minute since we last played, so we're going to do a bit of a longer recap here, now that we are all back and can get everyone onto the same page. We are here at Torrentmoot, a large gathering put on by Ardax, the White Hair of the Empty Hand Hold, the current effective leader of the strongest hold of orcs in Belkzen and kind of the de facto speaker for all orc kind in the nation. We are currently on the eve of this year's deluge, when the floodwaters from the nearby mountain range will pour down over the land and bring herds of aurochs from the south and a large number of greens to grow along its banks, which will provide the food and supplies that will effectively keep all of orcs around Belkzen fed and able to survive for the coming year. Torrentmoot is a brand new moot that Ardax has put on. This is the first time, as he has sought out the dignitaries of various other holds, and also a number of the surrounding nations and merchant groups, hoping to sort of do away with the stereotyping that orcs are violent, mindless killers, and actively not just spread orc culture around, but create some political allies. The Whispering Tyrant Tar-Baphon has risen once again nearby, and already tried to subjugate the orcs once more, thankfully failing. But should he continue his attempts, the orcs of Belkzen are going to need allies to fight back. And that's sort of what Torrentmoot is a hub for people to begin meeting one another, potentially lay the groundwork for alliances, and generally prepare for the future. This is doubly so important because, of course, we've recently had the War of Immortals break out. A massive battle in the heavens where multiple deities have died, gone missing. We don't talk about what happened to the ancient Osirian deities. We feel bad for them, but we wish them all the best wherever they are right now. And about half of the orc pantheon has been replaced during this time. One of the deities, what an idiot, got turned into a spawn of Rovagog. Fucking loser. Another deity has just full-on gone missing, and a few others have fully been replaced through the orc tradition of the Crucible, allowing orc spirits to challenge the deities for their positions within the pantheon. And there have been, I believe, 3 successes happening quite recently, leading to a massive shakeup in faith across all of Belkzen and its surroundings. You all have participated in a few events here at Torrentmoot. You've gone on a hunt of aurochs, you have solved a puzzle box that Ardax brought out, and most importantly, you helped recover Narsh's favorite Tusk after a gang of tooth fairies stole it out of his mouth while he was asleep. Yep. Turned out there were 2 gangs of tooth fairies, but we dealt with them.
I hate it when that happens.
We love tooth fairies, especially when they die and explode in black. Very fun.
Hate that. I also hate when they steal my teeth.
Yeah, well, they did that too. They stole a couple teeth from you guys, but we got them back. It's okay.
Frickin' tooth fairies.
Currently, you guys are out in the Badlands, heading east of Torrentmoot. The Death's Head Hold had been out in the wilderness, celebrating and partying together recently, with one of your members, Drawn, being with them. Unfortunately, though, one of the Death's Head Hold members came dashing back into camp this morning. Actually, not even. Gwyn came across them, falling unconscious, heavily injured trying to make their way back to Torrent Moot, only for you to learn that a entire flock of perytons that had previously been noted somewhat in the area had attacked, killed the majority of the Death's Head members who were here, and dragged off Drawn, quite literally kicking and screaming. So, you all have come out in the plains to try and deal with them. You fought a few of the perytons already from here, as you are in this canyon, and now you just need to find their actual nest, where the rest of them reside, and where they may have taken Drawn. So, you guys are just ending a fight between these perytons and yourselves, taking stock. Crow and Rog are ostensibly with your group still. They will not be actively participating in combat with you, but they'll still be in combat, and they will soon leave your group for their own specific reasons, as unfortunately their players are no longer a part of the campaign. But as you guys have finished the fight here, what would you like to do? No strays, antlers do not count as head teeth. Don't put that thought in my head.
Die.
It's very cursed. I don't need that image.
Jericho, what roll would I need to make to extract a set of antlers without damaging them too much?
A dentistry roll.
True.
A
They are
what?
head teeth after all. Dentistry.
Nature.
Blind or public?
This can be public.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, the simplest thing to do is, chop the head off and then begin just peeling the layers of flesh around the area of the antlers back until you can get down to where they're growing out of the skull and, just saw it off from there. Nice and simple.
All right.
I don't know if did I miss it during the session recap, but how did we meet Strays? Was he just out here?
He had joined Torrent Moot as a latecomer.
Oh.
Sort of met up with you guys, was introduced by one of y'all to the rest, and has just sort of stuck around.
Okay.
There was a bit of a character change. I originally was playing like a human monk because I joined the campaign like about an hour before it started. So I didn't have a lot of time to make a character. And he was going to play a monk. But now that I actually got everything worked out, I really like the tooth fairies. So I made a sprite.
Oh.
And I'm here.
Oh, nice.
I'm here hunting rogue tooth fairies.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
That's fine.
Obviously, perytons are just big tooth fairies.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Were the perytons added to our journal?
Your bestiary?
Yeah.
I believe they were.
Now that he's not here, now we say it correctly according to him.
An unknown creature.
Oh, sorry, I didn't show you the name. There you go.
Got everything else but the name.
Look, I forgot I have to click everything manually for you to learn about it.
Where is the bestiary?
Technically. It should be 2 or 3 on your hotbar. Looks like a closed book. And I will be putting
my
in-
hotbar is empty.
Your hotbar is empty? Oh, I'm so sorry. I accidentally deleted you earlier. And forgot to put something back in your hotbar.
The truth comes out.
I see how it is,
So if you go to the
Jericho.
compendium packs folder, there's going to be 3 things you can grab real quick. Toggle compendium browser, basic action macros, and open bestiary.
Basic action's gonna be the one that's important for me, but
Well, everyone needs basic action macros.
yeah,
But the bestiary is
I see it.
something that I will be theoretically remembering to put all the creatures you guys fight in. And that way, should you ever fight them again, you can reference their shit.
Ooh.
Whether I remember them or to add things or not, up for debate. Haven't forgotten yet, though, so.
Yeah.
Look, Strays, I was in a sickness-infueled haze. I don't know what you want from me. I was just deleting players. And then I
Delete everyone. Fuck this. Fuck
deleted
everyone.
Gwyn on accident and went, oh shit. Wait, I need him back. Gwyn
I like
didn't
how
leave
we
me.
have 7 different lore skills.
Someone's not playing a lore monkey. I mean, the 7 isn't bad for 4.
I don't think I have one.
Yeah, I'm not too upset about that. Zool, you can't like make comments about laughing that the group has 7 different lore skills when you have 3.
We don't talk about that.
I just did.
How do you have 3?
One from an ancestry feat, one from my background, and one from my free archetype.
That makes sense now. I don't know what the hell Orgear is.
And the one from the free archetype is wonky as hell.
Urgir
Is that a
just put
is that the
as-
place of Rome? Yeah.
Yeah, it's from your street urchin background, it's a city. I just put the capital city of Belkzen in for now.
Okay,
If you have
that
a
makes
different
more
city you
sense.
would prefer, you're more than welcome to change it.
I'll have to look it up. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I had no idea what it was. I was like, what is that?
Urgir is a city that the Empty Hand controls.
Yeah,
It is
that makes
effectively the
sense now.
capital. Kind of, sort of, maybe. It's, if we pop on over to the Belkzen map real quick. Oh, you. Many characters who aren't players anymore. Get them out of here.
Be gone.
Oh, I see it. I see Orgear now.
Urgir is at the quite literal end of where the flood road is.
Gotcha.
And you guys are here at Torrent Moot.
Yay.
You're more so like over here right now because of the perytons, but I
Yep.
digress.
I do love.
Now, Jericho, during the flood, does the river actually like expand and get wider?
Yeah. It's water. That's how that shit works.
Let me rephrase. Enough that it would be visible on this map.
Yeah, let me introduce you to this nice, lovely blue line here. That is normally a road, but will flood. The road's not that wide generally. You never heard of artistic depiction or interpretation? Have you ever met a map maker?
No, I've never met a map maker.
Oh, that sounds unfortunate for you.
Do I technically count if I'm making one really shittily for a campaign?
Yes.
Then you've met one.
You're
Okay,
putting
I
in the
have
suffering,
one.
so it counts. Anyways, Dead Perytons. Zula has taken a moment to rip the antlers out of the head of one of them. What would you guys like to do?
What are your plans for those, Zool? Are
Trophies.
you joining the Tooth Fairies?
These aren't. Gosh, these aren't teeth.
They're
Well, I
healthy.
mean, straight
I
ass
agree.
head teeth.
Oh, this is gonna be our thing, isn't it? Head teeth.
I don't know.
But no, I'm going to turn them into a trophy and somehow integrate them into my armor, weapon, or shield.
Hmm.
I wasn't unique in my idea, huh?
Look, it's just what orcs do.
You should take your teeth too and do the same with those.
I'm not using my teeth. I just got them back.
Straws, and the will point at the sprite. Straws, you stay away from me. I heard what you said earlier.
I was just complimenting you on your tusks. They're beautiful.
Yeah. He'll hold his shield up over his tusk. Leave my tusks out of this. As he's looking around nervously.
I'm not a tooth fairy. I'm just tooth fairy adjacent. I can appreciate nice teeth, that's all.
So
I
we'll
don't
lower
like
the
the
shield
words
slowly.
"tooth fairy."
Yeah. All right. Well, we still need to find the big bastard who leads these creatures and chop
Agreed.
its head off.
Very much agreed.
Yeah, do we know which direction we're going in, or have we kind of lost the trail of them?
You know, theoretically,
When
they're
they're flying.
nesting somewhere in this canyon. Exactly where, though, that's going to require a bit of perhaps searching around to seek them out.
Sense.
It's time to get looking then.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone who would like to make a perception check to try and find out what's going on. Let's see if you
May
can
I
find any
aid
clues,
someone?
welcome to. If you'd rather specifically aid someone, sure. Who would you like to aid?
Who's going to be doing it? And I'll aid that person.
Well, anyone who wants to can attempt to.
Looks like Zulfraka has the best perception.
Okay, I'll do it. Anybody want to
Yep.
aid me?
I was about to say I'll try aiding Zoldraka.
Okay.
Aid is a macro, right?
In the basic action macros. If you,
Which one?
well,
Aid Puzzle or aid PF2E macros?
target Zool and use PF2E macros, because then it'll auto-apply the aid effect onto Zool based off of what you roll. It's the superior way to do it.
It's asking me for a DC.
Just leave it empty. It'll go with the base DC of 15. That's if there's a custom DC you can put something in, but otherwise you can just leave it empty.
Understood.
I thought that was going to be a 1.
I also did.
Oh,
I'm glad it wasn't.
nice.
All right. Very funny that it's still a crit success there. Did you actively put 0 in, or did you leave the space blank?
So it originally was 15. I just left it blank.
Okay, interesting. Still a crit success either way. So that's a +2 to your check. Zool, Galasha,
Okay.
I've got your perception.
Oh, did I use my first rank spells last session, or is that from like a while
You
ago? Or
can
something?
get your spells back. We did not have you participate in the combat, so you can go ahead and take a long rest and get all of your spells back.
How the hell did I get the shield cantrip?
That's
Or
a great
discover
question.
new
How did
things.
you get that? Don't
Huh?
ask me. Is it from Otherworldly Magic?
Oh, yeah. I'll do it.
You-
I'm just looking through. I'm like,
You guys are
I was gonna make the
building
joke like, do I
characters.
get my spells back? And I'm looking at my spells. I'm like, wait a minute, I have a spell. What?
All right. Couple things you guys notice, actually. As you guys are moving through the canyon here, I mean, it's a large general area here. As you guys are moving about, looking for signs, listening for signs as well, and you do manage to find something. Galasha, you're the first one to hear it. As you are making your way around the area, ignoring that sort of low moaning sound as the air whistles through this canyon, you are able to hear a series of what sound like shrieks and growls echoing down from atop a pretty high spire nearby.
Okay. I'll let everyone know so we can like focus on that spire or look at it further.
Yeah. As you approach and take a look around, Zool, you specifically notice 2 corpses at the base of the spire. Peryton corpses. Bodies showing signs of fighting, injuries on them, but nonetheless dead.
Interesting. All right. How far are we away from the base of this thing?
How far would you like to be? The spire itself, you can tell, over 100 feet tall.
Okay.
Oh.
But so, however far you'd like to be from ground level is up, or from the base of it is up to you.
Do we see any of them flying, like, near the top of it, like, circling or anything, or not really?
You do not at the moment.
Damn. Well, shall we approach?
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to get in formation as we approach? So in case we get jumped, we're not just...
How are you getting?
Well, yeah, we can't, well, in case they swoop down from the base of it, or swoop down to the base of it, I guess, but...
Mm-hmm.
There is not a walkable path up this spire.
No, I know, we're just approaching the
Okay.
base, yeah.
I see, as you're just approaching.
Yeah.
I will have my shield raised.
I will have my shield raised as well, and I'll go up front with... Gwen, are you going to be in front?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go up front with you.
I'll be behind them.
Okay.
How do I raise my shield on here?
Basic action macros. There's raise a shield as a button.
I'll have my scimitar out.
Okay.
And we slowly approach the base of the spire where the corpses are.
I'm so proud of you. You approached the base of the spire.
Hey!
Yeah.
You've done it.
Is there anything unusual about the, about the corpses? Are they just like,
Strays, you are a monk. If you want to examine these corpses, I'd allow a medicine check if you want to try and get an idea of exactly how they died.
okay.
Check their mouth. Make sure they have older teeth, just in case there's tooth fairies nearby.
True. Is anyone better at medicine?
I am untrained.
Me too.
It is I,
Uh,
the medicine
Gwyn.
man.
Gwyn has a 10 on it, so...
Gwyn is expert, everyone else is untrained.
Yeah.
Oh,
that might be
no.
Good.
Gwyn, do you have
Dr.
a healer's
Gwyn.
toolkit? You do.
Yes, I do. The problem with me being the medicine man is I don't have a free hand.
That's okay. We'll burn that bridge when we
For
get
this,
to it.
yeah. For this is something else, but in general.
This is a no in-combat healing party, except for the fact that we have a cleric.
Yeah.
We're just gonna ignore the fact. Why is the
so
cleric
for-
untrained in medicine?
But
Right?
I'm not that type of cleric.
Realistically, I probably should have been trained in medicine because I do have heal spells, but
Well, no,
go
I'm trained in
ahead
the important
and,
stuff.
Gwyn, give me recall knowledge as a roll here
Okay.
to
I'm not gonna target.
investigate. Okay. Yeah, taking a few minutes looking over the corpses of these bodies, you can see a few bite marks, a few piercing injuries as well. You do see a couple slashes alongside the flanks that are very clearly from a blade of some sort. The rest appear more like natural implements. Interestingly enough, there are numerous injuries across their wings, and you're able to determine that the cause of death is impact with the ground. These things fell and died.
Interesting.
But you could also say a number of those injuries were seemingly inflicted by perytons.
It's two warring gangs of perytons.
All this campaign is just everything is two gangs of the same type of creature fighting.
I mean,
Pretty soon we're gonna get to the warring gangs of zombies, and then what are you gonna do?
Kill them all.
that was a different campaign.
Then it turns into West Side Story where we start snapping our fingers and dancing.
Then it becomes Grease.
You know what? If you guys turn this campaign into a musical, I'm not even gonna be mad.
Well,
So what
Well-
I'm hearing is I actually should spec into of Broken Vow. Or of Unbroken Verse, that's what it is.
and did you say where all of their injuries were from? Seemed like they were from claws, not like a blade, or some of them were from a blade?
There are a few that Gwyn is able to confirm are axe-borne injuries, but the vast majority of them are tooth and antler injuries.
Do we know anything about perytons? Like, do they just like get into fights over territory or random stuff like that sometimes?
Give me a recall knowledge.
Okay.
You're unfortunately not sure. You haven't had a lot of experience with perytons before. So it's certainly possible that they fight one another. It could also be two factions of perytons.
You know, if they have axe wounds, maybe it's the people they stole are fighting back against them. Maybe they need help.
Yeah. Who has climbing gear?
Drun specifically did use a battle axe.
I have a climbing kit.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So this spire it's like not like, is there anywhere we could go where we could potentially have a vantage point to see the top of this spire, or it's kind of like that would be pretty far?
Give me a perception check.
I'm just curious if there's any way we can see the top without
Yeah.
climbing up there.
And like, how thick is a spire? Could it have like caves in there, or is it like a thin spire?
At its thickest, just measure real quick. Like 170 feet at its thickest.
Oh, that's pretty big.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
the
Damn.
other side, the other dimension, if that's its length, the other dimension is about 80 feet at its thickest. Maybe 100.
So it's pretty big. Okay.
It's a decent size, yeah. It's probably one of, if not the biggest in the area.
It's like a wizard tower there.
Kinda, sorta, yeah. Taking a look around Galasha, you don't see a way that would give you great vantage onto the top, but you do notice a nearby cliff face that does appear to have a sort of switchback route up it that could get you potentially a decent way, maybe around 60, 80 feet up. And then an easy way to jump to this spire partway up already.
I guess I'll point that out to everyone, if that might be easier than trying to climb all the way from where we are.
Sounds good to me.
I like it.
Is it straws or strays? Can you fly? Probably not that. Maybe not that far, but
You know, I can fly in little spurts about 15 feet.
ooh. Okay, so you couldn't like go up and like try to scout for us. Well, I wouldn't want you to get snatched by a bird either, I guess. But
Oh, I can smash birds. Don't. That's
Oh,
not
yeah?
a problem. Oh yeah.
I'd like to see the bird that tries to bite strays.
or peryton, I should say, not bird. But
You know, maybe I can take the rope, take it up like 15 feet, stab like a peryton into the wall and like tie it, and then every 15 feet stab another peryton in.
You could certainly try something like that. That's not going to be the quietest method of getting up, but you absolutely could. I do like that idea.
Well, if they come down to us, we go up to them. Kind of all the same thing.
So you could try that. You could climb up the nearby cliff and jump across, which would get you at least about halfway up. Or you could just raw dog it. If you just want to climb it, who am I to stop you? Who wants to do some free climbing?
My athletics score would beg to defer on that one.
I'm only trained in athletics, so I don't really feel like
Yeah, I also am only trained in athletics.
I don't really feel like raw dogging this.
Hey, only being trained in athletics isn't a bad thing. Also, shout out to the fact that this party has no one trained in Arcana. Absolutely
Still.
fantastic.
Who needs
We
it?
don't do that.
Yeah, who needs
It's orc lands. We don't do magic here.
Is the jump from that other path like? Is it like a big jump or not super
No, it's
challenging?
It's not a particularly challenging jump. Effectively, that side path wouldn't require any rolls to get you about halfway up.
All right, then I
all
guess
right.
I vote that way, and then yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad we finally decided that we have way less problems just doing that.
Then free
Fantastic.
climbing.
Then yeah, taking a couple minutes to scramble up the nearby cliff, and then quickly jumping over onto one of the protruding ledges of this large spire. I can bring a map to you guys. Yippee!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As it loads, I don't know why it's taking so long to. Come on, game. You'll get there. I believe in you. Everyone's loading percentage at. How bad is it?
90.
Same 98.
This isn't even a big map.
100.
Hey,
Oh,
this
there we go.
isn't a big or highly detailed map. What are you doing, game?
Brown is the hardest color to load. Everybody knows that.
Apparently it is.
If it was a red map, it would have loaded really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Red is the fastest.
Red is the fastest.
That's why Ferraris are red.
So, give you guys a general little thingamajig about the plateau spire you guys are on. This is the ground. That's 60 feet below you right now. Don't fall. This ledge right over here, about 30 feet down. You guys are on the ledge that's about 60 feet up right now. This ledge, 100 feet up, so about 40 feet above you. And then the very top is another 20 or so feet above that.
Okay.
So, you guys have made it onto the 60-foot ledge, halfway up. I'm so proud of you. What
All
do you do
right.
from here?
I've got a question, Mr.
I've got an
DM.
answer.
I'm a little guy. I'm a tiny, tiny little guy.
Yes, you
What
are.
if somebody can throw me up into the air, say about 35 feet, and from there I can fly the rest of the 40 feet up to the next ledge with a rope, and then I can tie to something. People can come up.
I love the way you think. You can absolutely try that.
Who wants to throw the sprite?
Me. I'll pull out my rope and hand it to Straws, be like, all right, let's do this.
All right, who's throwing me?
We have grappling hooks at home.
But I don't possess a grappling hook.
That's why I said we have grappling hooks at home. Strays is the grappling hook at home.
It's a magical
Yeah.
grappling hook.
Oh,
The living grappling
It's an
hook.
auto-correcting grappling hook.
I'm a sentient grappling hook, thank you.
Yeah.
So Zool.
Yeah.
This is going to effectively... You are going to treat your ally as an improvised weapon here.
okay.
So I am going to need a effectively simple weapon attack at a -2.
Okay, so that's just my bladed gauntlet at -2.
Can you throw me with the other hand? That one's a little sharp.
Don't worry, it's fine.
This is about the teeth.
So also -3 because you have a rune. Actually, I guess you don't. Why do you have a +9 on the bladed gauntlet? Oh, because it's using strength. That would be why. Eepity. Don't mind me. I'm an idiot. So yes, effectively a D20 +7, please.
Can I just turn on non-lethal to get the -2 on it?
Perfect.
Okay, here we go.
Smart.
13!
Not a very good roll there. Up to you if you'd like to hero point it, but right now you're kind of throwing strays at a wall.
Oh no. No.
I'll hero point. I don't want to throw strays at a wall.
How to fastball your.
Oh no!
That's okay. We're using the ability to re-roll.
Oh, yes.
You get a +10 if you roll a 10 or below on your hero point. So
Thank God.
19 total. And you do have evanescent wings, correct, Strays?
Correct, which lets me fly 15 feet.
Yeah. Funny enough, it would technically be 20 feet since you do have fleet. And fleet will increase your speed by 5, so you have
Nice.
a 20-foot fly speed when you use that. Yeah, I would say with Zool throwing you... Zool prepares to throw you, and you're in his palm. You immediately recognize the angle you're about to be thrown at is going to put you face first into the wall. And so with a quick correction, Zool angles you a bit higher, throws you up in the air, and you are able to use your wings to pretty easily make it onto the next ledge up. About
And what you hear is
I didn't hear anything.
I hear silence.
Yeah, I hear
it
silence.
was
Oh,
You
I see
topped
what
out your mic. That's fantastic.
Yep.
Okay. Strays, now that you're up on this level, can you go ahead and give me a perception check?
Uh-oh.
Why, Mr. DM? Surely there's nothing up here.
Yeah.
You heard growling and shrieking coming from up here. What do you mean there's nothing up here? There's absolutely shit up here.
Hey, not bad.
I'm sorry, I should have specified. Perception check should always be blind.
Oh, my bad. Let me do it again.
Yeah.
From the
Perception,
actual
deception, and
macro.
stealth should basically always be blind unless otherwise specified. I'm so sorry. That's on me.
So he can lie to you.
Yeah, so I can lie to you.
Where is perception in the macro thingy?
Basic action macros does not have perception in it. You will. You can use
gotcha.
seek. Sorry, on the basic action macros. Otherwise, you can just roll it from your character sheet.
That works.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah. As you sort of reach up to this area, Strays, and start looking around for a good place to attach the rope, you do hear a sort of raspy voice coming from atop the nearby plateau, the top of the spire itself, saying, "No, mother. Your weakness has already ended our flock."
Oh.
I would like to stealth.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to make sure you're being quiet and out of sight, you are welcome to go ahead and give me a blind stealth check here.
Oh my god, they're actually infighting.
Okay. Yeah, you do your best to stay low to the ground and find a place to like inset a python into the rock with the rope, quietly doing your best here.
I would like to try and go behind this fern and attach it. How sturdy does this look?
It's a fern.
But it's a fern grown out of rock. So you would think it's
Growing out-
probably...
He's like, how heavy are orcs? Like 30 pounds, 20
Yeah.
pounds?
How much is a banana, really?
Probably be best just to set the python into the ground. I mean, you could like set the python into the ground with the rope and still wrap the rope around the fern if you want to for a double support.
I'll just set the python over in the corner over here.
Sounds good. And
Do I need to check for that, or
no, I'm not going to require any checks for just setting a python in rock. The stealth check I'm effectively going to take as you trying to do it quietly, which, I mean, it's not quiet. It's not silent either, though, and the rest of you... Actually, only Zool hears it. Zool, you are able to hear the sound of the python being inset. You're fairly certain if you can hear it, though, whoever's on top of the plateau can also hear it.
Crap. We need to get up there quickly.
Yeah.
Strays
I throw the rope
throws
down.
You guys are welcome to climb up onto the next level.
Okay, Gwen. After you.
Cool. I shift my imminence briefly, and I just power jump up and grab the rope way higher than I should have.
Fantastic. We love exemplars. They always do weird shit.
When I get back to the top, I just immediately turn it back to the shield.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'll go up next.
All right. You guys are free to move yourself up onto the next level. There's no walls there preventing you from moving.
I have walked into the wall at 60. Oh, there we go.
Don't worry about it.
What was that? Is that shield thing come from someone's emanation or something?
That's
It's,
me.
Gwyn.
Ah,
Plus
We
one
love
AC as long
exemplars.
as you're within feet of me.
that's nice. Okay, I'll just go up then. There's no roll or anything.
Yeah, no, you can just get up easily.
Nice.
Are the rest of you attempting to remain stealthy as well? As you get up here?
I'm in full plate. I don't know.
I didn't ask if you're being stealthy. I asked, are you attempting to remain stealthy?
Sure, why
I'm
not?
trying to be as quiet as I
There is
possibly
a
can. in
notable
this suit of
difference between
armor.
trying and
Sure.
succeeding.
Sure, with my +1
I'll
to stealth.
try. Maybe we'll get extremely lucky.
You won't,
Yeah.
but you're welcome to try.
My shield is up and it is not coming down.
Well, my shield's up. It ain't coming down. But here's my stealth check.
Yep.
All right, the rest of you don't have to roll.
Because we're just that good.
I saw a 4 and a 5 on the dice, and we're done.
Cool. So I hear the monk and the bard just.
I like
Just
drop
singing
my
music as-
drum on the ground.
Yeah.
No, Glock
And now
is
just
a hunting
imagining-
horn.
My bad,
And I was
guys.
just imagining Glossa's just waiting at the bottom, ties the rope around her, and just banging the drum in time to being pulled up.
You know, it's not even necessarily you're doing it conscientiously, Glosha. It's just, you know, that little bit of nervous, just sort of tapping the drum as you're going up and not really paying attention to the fact that, oh shit, you're playing an instrument.
True.
And all the rest of you are like, oh, that's some nice music. not paying attention at all to the fact that, oh wait, shit, that's loud.
Boing, 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 boing.
I can't believe you got rid of the emoji react, by the way. Off topic, but
Oh, I have it turned off. I'm sorry.
that's
I
okay.
think they stopped
What is
supporting it,
this?
but whatever.
That's okay.
You think I can be
You could-
bothered to have emoji reactions in the chat box on out of everything?
Yes. Yeah.
He deleted my character. I have my face here.
Okay, at the very least, I didn't delete your character sheet. I just deleted you. Let's be fair.
Somehow that's slightly worse.
Oh.
It means you liked Gwyn enough, but not me.
I removed your existence. Kept the character, though. Character's cool.
Oh boy. Hell yeah.
All
At least my character's
right.
cool.
Notably, now that you guys have all gotten up here, sound from the top of the plateau has gone silent.
Fuck.
Well. That's not great.
Jericho, is this over here? Is this like a cave entrance, or is that just a wall? It's
That's
a
just a
cutout?
wall.
Okay.
It's just an inset wall.
Well, it looks
You have
like
not seen any caves on your way up.
the next plateau is just 20 feet, so I could just fly up there, really, right?
I mean, if we're going off of technicalities, no, because flying straight up is difficult terrain. But I don't care. If you want to fly up onto the plateau, you're welcome to do so.
Can I just, like, grab the ledge and, like, peek up?
Yeah, absolutely. As you sort of, little hands on the ledge, look up over to see what's going on, you see two creatures. Two perytons, specifically, a regular one and one that is a bit more golden in color, but also appears
Whoa.
injured right now. That looks like they were perhaps circling each other a moment ago. Now they're both staring in your direction, though. Just watching you as you peek your little head up over the edge.
Well, that's no bueno.
And what
I
are
look
you
down,
doing here? The sort of golden one pipes up.
Oh, I think we got lost.
The other peryton, the one that's, a little bit smaller, a bit more normal looking, sort of leans its head to the side, takes a look in your direction. Are you one of those, what's it called, mercenaries?
Look at the size of me. Do I look like a mercenary?
True, you do just look like an appetizer. Sorry about that. I'll repeat her question. What are you doing up here?
It's a nice place you have here. I was just looking around for tooth fairies. Have you seen any?
What are those? And what was all that metal clanging around? You don't look like you have a bunch of metal on you.
Oh, that must be the tooth fairy. They stole a bunch of gold teeth from town.
Give me a deception check.
I was gonna say, where's the deception check?
I am not good at deception.
Christ.
Blind, please.
All right, here we go.
Where is this? Deception,
Oh,
deception, deception.
Oh, Lord.
By the way,
Why
the rest of
don't-
you are hearing this conversation.
I
If you have
know.
anything you're doing.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
I have shifted my eminence once again, and I am very much prepped to run at this wall and just high jump at it and try to just clear to the top.
Yeah, Strays, you know you're not good at lying. They know you're not good at lying. They're
Everyone
not
knows
deigning
you're
to
not-
respond to that. They're just looking at you. If perytons could raise an eyebrow, these ones would be.
You know, I'm just gonna head back. It was nice talking to you guys. Have a good day. And I'm gonna drop down.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the team. Says, "There's a really, really flashy one with gold on it up there, and then another one that looks a little hurt. But I think maybe we want to go around the side to like over here, in case they come looking."
Okay. Clang, 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 clang.
I know, right?
Did
Oh, crap!
Hello,
Oh,
down
shit.
there.
Uh-oh.
What are you all doing here?
Nice place you got here. We're looking for tooth fairies.
Yeah, we're looking for tooth fairies.
You can't tell right now. I'm raising both of my eyebrows at you all. There's no tooth fairies here, so what are you doing here?
I don't know. You have some some head teeth there. I'm just saying.
What?
Tooth fairies do love head teeth.
The rest of you here,
Something from behind us.
not quite from behind, but off to the side a bit. I'll give you everything you own if you kill her.
Huh?
I misspoke slightly. He was saying, I'll give you everything she owns if you kill her.
Uh-huh.
And the golden one is the one that looks a little injured, or is it the other one?
The golden one is the one that looks a little injured.
Jericho,
Is
can I-
this?
Oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was going to ask, can I specifically do a wild mimic lore check to see if this peryton might have different abilities than the normal looking one?
That's sort of getting into combat rolling.
okay.
Specifically looking for additional abilities. That's something certainly you can do, but I try not to give combat information outside of initiative being rolled. However, just at a quick glance, it does not look like it has... It doesn't look too different. It looks a bit bigger, perhaps a bit stronger. This would probably be what you would assume to be the leader of the flock.
And we could guess that we heard this one down here called the big one, its mother.
Well, Strays specifically heard that. The rest of you
Oh,
are
okay.
still down below on the 60-foot ledge. When that was said.
Okay. So we did not hear that.
Why do you want us to kill them?
She's incompetent.
That's not a crime.
Why is she incompetent?
She fled from battle, left the rest of us to clean up after her. She is weak. She was a coward.
Your own mother?
Yes? And?
I mean, if she made you,
I like where this is going.
I fail to see your point.
Well, let's hear what she has to say.
Oh, I get to speak now. Great, wonderful. Let me put it this way. Get the fuck off my rock or I'm going to fly you off and drop you. This is a family issue. Unless, of course, you want to help me deal with the insubordinate. But I think I've made enough examples on my own that one more isn't too difficult.
Oh.
I'll
so-
say this.
It
They're
is very
about to
conflicted.
ignore you guys and just start fighting one another, it seems.
I say we just let them. Let them kill each other.
Honestly, we're gonna kill them both anyway. We should just watch.
We'll get out of your hair then. We'll be on our
We'll
way.
we'll just be here. Don't mind us. We won't bother you.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they're gonna stop the banter and they're just gonna start fighting one another. They don't care about you guys enough. They've got their own issues to deal with.
Yeah, let's just.
They're going to move back out of sight, though, towards the center of the plateau, before you begin to hear the snarls and sounds of tearing flesh and all that.
Okay.
jazz.
So, what is it? Damn, there's a word for this.
Thank you, Strays.
Wait, if you go back up there, they'll see we were lying, and then they'll get annoyed again.
Okay, and we'll wait a little bit.
Succession planner party member just pull out a bag of popcorn out of their backpack and be like, "We're just watching."
So it's matricide and filicide going on. Okay.
Strays, when you looked up there did you see any sign of the death's head orc that was
Drawn.
yeah
You did
Ah.
not.
drawn?
No.
Mm.
Was there like any nests up there?
Not at quick glance. However, it did. The plateau dropped off on other sides, so there's certainly a possibility that there are nests sort of around the side. I know there aren't walls set up, so you guys can absolutely see over here.
I mean, they have to be nesting somewhere.
Okay, so should we actually climb up there and watch those two go at it, or should we just stay down here until the fighting dies down, then climb up?
You know what? This would be a perfect time. Azul, go ahead and roll Wild Mimic lore for me.
Okay.
This can be public.
Okay. Not very good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not great. So, nothing to it.
Okay.
But the choice is your guys. You can let them continue going at it, or if you want to try and climb up and watch, you're welcome to.
I'm just gonna look around this side a bit.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
join Guasha so that they don't get obliterated by something.
I can't. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna hope that, even though I'm not really trying to be stealthy, that they're kind of distracted.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they're not. They don't care. We're just walking.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about us.
I'm gonna try to stay by the cliff wall as well, because that comment
Yeah.
about throwing us off freaked me out.
Yep.
You know,
Hey,
I will meteorite my way down if I get thrown off.
It's very
Hey,
funny.
stop.
It wouldn't actually. No, it would be enough to insta kill any of you. Let's be honest.
If we fell all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, what is that?
120 damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Straws, every once in a while, can you like fly up and see how the fight's going?
Sure. I'll take a peek right here. See how it's going.
They both appear relatively evenly matched. The golden one's definitely, a bit bigger and stronger, but already had some injuries and wasn't at peak condition. So it seems a pretty even match. You're not entirely sure which of them. There's not like an obvious winner.
I'll look down and I'll say, they're still at the slap boxing stage.
Okay.
As some of you guys come around the edge, you can see this ledge is about another 15 feet above you, 5 feet below the top of the plateau. But you can see the sticks and ferns sort of grouped up near the edge that does denote a nest.
Okay.
Also, interesting to note, aside from these two perytons, you haven't seen any others.
Yeah.
They are notably gone.
Well. Oh, so that's also 15 feet up.
Yes.
Hey, Straws, take another look.
I take another look.
At this point, the injuries on the matriarch have definitely begun stacking up a bit more heavily than the injuries on the smaller one. It does look like the smaller Periton has a bit of an advantage in the fight.
Oh.
Right
Looks like the sun is winning.
Okay, so our plan is once they finish their fight, go up there and finish off the other one, correct?
Yeah, I think we go in before it's over. That way, where they're still, in the middle, grappling each other, the other one can't run away.
Okay, so should we climb up now?
Yeah, now's probably a good time.
Yeah.
God, you guys are actually gonna make me set like variable health numbers for these idiots. Give me a moment. Oh, that's very.
Well, if we go up now, who are we siding with?
Neither.
Neither.
We're
We just let
attacking both of
continue-
them?
Well, let them
Yeah.
continue fighting. If they stop and attack us, then we just butcher them both.
All right.
Oh, and the matriarch. Once we win, if we do, I'm taking her head.
There.
Just the head teeth or the whole head?
The whole head.
Are you a head fairy?
I'm phrasing.
What? You know what? You'll see when we get back to camp.
All right.
Phrasing.
At this point, if you guys are planning to start climbing up and actively get involved in the fight, I am going to ask everyone to go ahead and roll initiative for me here.
What if we're just gonna climb up and stand there?
You have told me you're getting involved.
Yeah, but we're gonna wait till they kill each other.
No, that's not what you said.
We did say we were going to stand up and see what they do, like if they stop fighting and turn on us or if they ignore us. But if they'll just turn on us, then
Still going to
Yeah.
ask at
Okay.
least to generally get in an initiative order here.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So very
Okay.
funny, they both rolled the exact same for their initiative.
Amazing.
You said they were evenly matched.
I did indeed. Very, very funny.
Can I use my stealth for initiative since I was stealthing?
Sure. You'll really want to, I won't stop you. All right. That is going to begin us off with Zool.
Is there any
As-
particular reason the bestiary just opened up?
I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
Because I didn't
No.
click on it.
It opened up for me too. It might be set to open when initiative is rolled. I'll have to check that setting. That might be a new setting.
Oh, okay.
Very weird. But nonetheless, it is your turn, Zool.
Okay. Now I don't have any of the climber feats, so do I need to stow both shield and weapon in order to climb?
You do need 2 free hands to climb if you do not have any abilities.
Okay. Sheath, and my bladed gauntlet has the free hand trait.
Yep, so you can have that on still.
Okay. And then, is there a climb macro?
Take a look at your character sheet at the very front page, and there's a nice little button right there.
All right. Here we go.
There is also one in the basic action macros.
Oh, I'm hero pointing that.
Okay.
I'm storing my sword.
Yeah, I will say you guys can have whatever gear you want / need stored going into this
shit.
fight.
Just 'cause I need to be able to
Fantastic
climb.
there, Zool. That is going to be... each action you spend can get you 15 feet here. So it would take you 2 actions to get up top.
Okay. 2 actions go up top.
Mhm.
So I guess I'll be right there.
All right, and now that you're up here, you can see the two of them fully locked in combat. Antlers locked with one another, both of them injured quite badly. You have
Okay.
1 action left.
I'll just draw my shield then as my last action.
Sure. The both of them definitely like give you a bit of a side eye as you get up top, shield draw, and like pull your shield out and prepare it. They don't say anything. You can see both of them are like frothing slightly at the mouth, panting from exhaustion and pain. They don't seem like they really have the energy to spend talking with how dangerous this fight is for them.
Yeah. And specifically, I have the shield in my right hand, the gauntlets on my left.
Cool. Gwyn, you're up.
Yeah. We're gonna powerful leap
Okay.
to jump up as far as I can, which, let's see, it's an athletics check, I know that.
Yep. So leap, you could do 10 feet up because of powerful leap.
Yep.
So I think you have to specifically do a high
That's a
jump here, which is a
failure?
2 action ability. Should not be that high. High jump. Oh my god, it is DC 30. What the hell?
Wait, what?
You stride and then attempt a DC 30 athletics check. That can't be right. That's wild.
Oh, if it's a DC 30, never mind.
Because quick jump makes it so you only takes 1 action to high jump and you don't have to do the initial stride. And it
Yeah.
increases the distance by 5 feet vertically. But
Oh.
you
Yeah,
would
no, never mind. I'm not gonna high jump if it's
Yeah.
a DC 30.
I've never had someone attempt to high jump before, so I've never had to look at the DC for it.
Yeah,
It makes
Jesus.
sense that it's kind of high to jump that, or hard to jump that high, but crazy still.
Yeah. No, we're just gonna leap. We're just gonna climb.
Okay. I would say if you
Um,
wanted to use your reaction, you could try and leap to get 10 feet up and grab the edge, and then use a second action to climb up as a single check.
yeah, if you allow that.
Yeah. So an 11, unfortunately, is not going to quite get you the rest of the way
Yeah,
up.
we're
though.
re-rolling that one.
Sure.
God damn it. Whatever.
24. Absolutely. Yeah. So, spending your first action to just jump as high as you can, grab on, and sort of pull yourself up with your second action, you make it to the top of the ledge without any issue here, and have 1 action left.
Alrighty. Because I didn't realize it was a DC. I don't know, never mind. Actually.
If you wanted your spark in something else, you absolutely can. Though you do need it for the just the height buff to leap in general, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just gonna be Scarlet Survivor for now.
Kind of crazy that high jump, even with powerful leap, a critical success only lets you go 13 feet vertically.
Yeah.
It's not like a long jump where it scales based off of what your actual athletics check result is.
Yeah, we're gonna draw my sword.
Sounds good. I might make.
Oh, you have a sword?
Yeah, we've swapped a lot of things.
Oh.
We realized that the original concept I was going for did not work.
There's been a lot of character pivoting between last session and now.
And there's still some waffling on my archetype.
We're getting there. All right, that is going to bring us to the Peryton Achex's turn here.
Nice.
Who is going to make an antler attack against his mother.
Mama.
And get a big old whiff like an idiot here. Sort of pulling back, going for one more gore, but also now side-eyeing you, especially Gwyn, since you have climbed up and drawn your blade.
It's
He
still
is
just there. It's not
Yeah.
like I'm moving.
No, but you have stood up and pulled it out. and this guy cares a bit more about his own life right now than anything else. Killing his mother was just the cherry on top, if possible. He is going to curse under his breath and take off.
Oh,
You fuck.
Coward. But self-preservation is what these creatures do.
Isn't that why he's mad at his mom, though?
It is.
She ran.
Fucking
The last
hypocrite.
of this entire flock to abandon his mother. Everyone else has left because of her cowardice. He just wanted to try and kill her if possible for it.
And eat her heart.
Yeah. And he would have absolutely done so had you guys not jumped up and drawn steel. Because first and foremost, going and starting his own flock is of vital importance. That is going to bring us to Tusk, the matriarch, though. She, while cowardly, does still want to get a blow off on one of you for interrupting her fight. At least deigning to stand up top here with her. How dare you be on equal footing with me? She is going to come charging at you, Zool, and attempt to gore you with her antlers.
Okay.
And I believe that is a hit.
It is.
Hitting no off guard. A nice 14 points of piercing damage. And then she is going to fly off herself.
Fucking damn.
Oh,
Getting over here. So Glasha, that brings us to you. You have not started climbing, but you see this very injured Periton matriarch flying off.
Please tell me you have magic missile.
I do not.
Oh. Or force barrage, sorry.
I do not. Damn, she's still 120 up in the air.
She
and,
is.
Oh, yeah.
So right now she's about 47 feet from you.
Yeah. I have Concordant Choir, but I'm not sure if we want to try to attack her. I guess she did attack Zool. How close? Yeah. Okay.
She is 49 feet from you.
Yeah. Is it possible for me to get within 30 feet of her? I guess if I was like here or something. I don't know if that's
yeah.
within 30 feet.
Yeah, pretty much like around here would be within 30 feet most likely. We've got the lovely little thing that if you have your token selected, when you hover someone, it'll tell you the distance between you and them.
Oh, I see that now. Okay, nice. I'm click afflicted if I even want to attack. You
do not have to
Okay.
if you do not wish to, Glasha. You could also just draw
Yeah.
your short bow and shoot that if you don't want to use magic.
Oh, you know what? That's true, and I can do that from a safer distance. So actually, I just kind of forgot I had that. Although what's the? That's only 1d6.
You could use, of course, Courageous Anthem to get a +1 to hit and +1 to damage, though.
Before my, I don't know if I would have. Oh, before
Use
my
one
strike.
action to
That's
draw your
true.
bow,
I could do
second
that.
action to that, third action to shoot.
You know what?
fourth action to-
I'll do that. And well, actually, though, I guess I would have to do lingering composition, right? Because otherwise, I can't use my bow while Courageous Anthem is going on, right?
No,
Because I'm playing it, or it doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
Oh,
You
okay.
can still fire. You do not have to linger. Because it only takes an action to cast, and then it lasts for a round. Lingering for
Okay.
Tissimo would just make it potentially last longer.
All right. Then sure, I'll cast it and take a shot because I also feel like after that she is going to maybe come back because she'll get pissed off.
Sounds good. Everyone can go ahead and grab Courageous Anthem on themselves.
But
Right.
my attack is also not super great. But
That is unfortunately not going to do
Yeah.
it, Lasha. You have to...
that's okay.
You also didn't put Courageous Anthem on yourself, but that would not have changed.
Oh, what, 19?
Using the macro gives you an aura that auto puts it on everyone, but if you aren't using Lingering Fortissimo, you do still have to manually put the spell effect.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. I'll do that now.
But a
Thank
19,
you.
unfortunately, would not have made it a success.
Yeah.
So, that brings us to you, Strays. If you have anything you would like to do, you see this Peryton flying off. Perhaps
Yeah.
not really within distance to fly after yourself at this point.
If I had 5 more feet, I would. If I had 5 more feet, I would come here, and then I would try and grapple it midair. But I would
Grapple
land
it?
here.
I forgot you're a monk, but
I'm just 5 feet short because I'm a little guy.
Well, you're also 20 feet below her.
Well, no, I would come up here, so I'm at the same height. You know, because I was peeking up.
I did not realize you were peeking at the moment combat began. My apologies. Yeah.
So I would like run here, and then I'll be 5 feet short. And I don't think there's any way I can get an extra 5 feet.
I don't think so, unfortunately. Your only real opportunity would be an attempt to long jump from there, where you make a DC 15 athletics check, and you get a distance equivalent to your check result rounded down to the nearest 5. So if you could get a 25 or above, it would get you onto their space.
Jesus.
You know what? If I fail, I fall really far, right?
Yes.
Well,
I would allow you to use your third action in that case, though, to evanescent wings back onto, like, this safe ledge here.
all right, we're gonna do. Is this a hit and roll?
Nope, this is public. You can hero point it.
I probably will.
Word.
You need a 25 or
Oh.
higher.
I'm gonna hero
So
point out.
close.
Okay.
oh shit!
Wait.
Low reroll.
Oh wait.
A 10 gives
Oh.
you a plus 10, so yeah.
All right.
You
Where's the
can land
10?
on their space and then use your third action to attempt to grapple them as you go past them.
I wish I had another hero point.
I gotta move them quick. Oh, shit.
Don't we have 3?
Yeah, you start every session with 3.
Oh, you start with 3.
Uh,
That's a hero point.
Don't forget to target them when you grapple, because it will tell you if you succeed or not automatically.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
30. That is very likely here a success. Let's check something real quick. Grapple is against their fortitude DC. So a 30 actually is an exact crit success.
Oh.
As you
There we go,
crash
Tom.
into their
They couldn't
side,
stop
slamming
flying?
their wing into the side of their body. Now that's not necessarily the best thing, because being unable to
No.
move means they're going to start falling also.
Mhm.
Yep.
Because you have to use a fly action on your turn. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Zool, you're up as you watch the tiny sprite go sprinting past you and leap, crashing into the side of this Peryton and knocking it potentially out of the sky.
Jesus.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit.
Now, what's very funny is there is a specific feat that kind of allows you to do this from one of the third-party sources I'm using. Like,
Oh, interesting.
this is funny enough as is, so... Wahoo. What are you gonna do here, Zool?
Okay, so that thing is still 41 feet from me at the current moment.
That is correct.
All right. Well, I have one spell that can reach this thing. Divine Lance.
Okay.
Oh gosh. It's-
And it is off guard. But a 17 is not going to hit it.
Should I use my last hero point on this?
That's your choice.
Nah. And then I'll stride. Jericho, if I were to go down, would that be a climb action?
It depends. Are you going to try and climb down, or are you just going to jump down and tank the damage?
I'll attempt to climb down.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that athletics check. You will have to drop your shield to do that,
Oh,
but I
crap.
will allow you
Okay.
to like drop it over the edge so it's on the ground.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then.
And I'm not going to bother dealing fall damage to your shield.
Okay, here comes the athletics.
Yeah, absolutely. You are able to get about 10 feet down. Be up to you. You could choose to let go and fall here, but you will take a little bit of damage and land prone if you do so.
Yeah, I don't want to land prone.
Okay. Then, Gwyn, that's going to bring us to you.
Yep. Well, this is unfortunate. Seems like I have nothing I can do.
The curse of
Oh,
the
you can
melee
taunt her.
character.
Um,
Throw your sword at them. That'll go well.
right. 25 feet. I'm gonna sprint over this way. I have 35-foot move speed.
Whee!
Omp.
I'm going to climb down.
Okay.
Actually, wait a second.
You stowing
Damn
your
it.
sword first, dropping it over the edge.
Dropping it over the edge.
Fantastic. We do not care about our
goddamn.
equipment.
Actually, you know what? Even if it, well, is it gonna do damage to the sword?
I didn't have it do damage to the shield, even though technically falling objects do take equivalent damage, so it would take 10 damage.
I was gonna say, cool. I dropped the shield in that case. It fixes itself whenever I rest.
Nice.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna climb down.
Okay. Yeah, you technically need both free hands unless you have climbing related, if you have a combat climber.
Wow, that was bad.
That's not a crit fail, thankfully, but you take a look, you struggle to get your shield off your arm, and
Anyway,
then just quickly turn around, rapidly mantle your way down. That would leave you about 5 feet above the ground. You could easily drop the rest of the way and not take damage. There
yeah,
if you
I'm
wanted.
gonna drop.
Perfect.
Um,
You're about 100.
well, shit. I'm still just barely out of range.
Of what?
I was gonna try and defend our monk,
Ah.
but I do not have the range for it. Well, that's unfortunate. Jericho, question.
Answer.
In what order is my imminence plus movement ordered?
Rephrase that.
If I go to imminence transcend, I have move up to half my speed towards an enemy. Would I be able to transcend and target him at the end of my movement?
So your epithets specifically.
Oh wait, I'm not even in fucking. God damn it, I'm not even in shield. It doesn't matter.
I believe your epithets. I think they
It doesn't-
trigger. Yeah, immediately after your transcendence action is completely
Yeah,
resolved.
it doesn't matter because I'm not even in my shield transcendence anyway.
Well, you get your root epithet no matter what you do, as long as you
I know,
transcend
but I'm
something.
specifically trying to transcend my mirrored aegis, which I
Ah.
can't.
Give the
Yeah.
defense buff.
So we're just gonna swap to the mirrored aegis now.
Sounds good. All right, I'm going to remove the regular Peryton from initiative since I'm fairly sure they're going to completely get away.
Yeah.
But to Hawks. Oh, that's annoying.
Oh, it opened up the thing again.
Yeah, I removed
Yeah.
them from initiative. That's annoying. Oh boy, howdy to Hawks. So how exactly does this work is the question. I think they'll start falling at the end of their turn if they don't take a fly action here.
Correct.
So, I mean, the first thing they're going to try and do is escape you, Strays. That's the only thing they can do. So let's see what happens.
Well,
They are going to successfully buffer their wing outwards a little bit and knock you off of them. Which now leads to the question of, does Strays start falling immediately?
starts falling at the end of his turn.
Yeah. Very, very funny.
Which is a little goofy, but
Well, so normally it would be at the end of his turn, but he didn't take a fly action on the end of his turn, which is the argument for does he start falling immediately. The Peryton used a fly action, so they only
I
don't
should've
continue
transcended.
flying if they don't use a fly action.
yeah. Cool, I didn't transcend it. I should have.
I'm not going to have Strays fall immediately, because actually, I'll leave it up to you, Strays, because this can be fun. You can either start falling immediately and potentially use some reactions or abilities on your turn to grab an edge or arrest your fall, or because you're nice and small and light, when Tahaks here buffets their wing outward to send you flying, do you want Tahaks to just send you flying back over here?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because she's about to fly 100 feet away.
I'd take it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. If you wouldn't mind, go ahead and give me just a reflex save, Strays. As you are
Absolutely.
Thrown flying,
Howard.
just to see if you can grab the edge of this one here.
You know what? I got one left.
Okay, that'll be
My roll
enough.
for that.
As
Wow.
you are sent flying in this direction and you manage to grab the edge of the wall so you do not slam into it too hard, you do not then fall all the way down and injure yourself slightly. But Tahaks here is going to fly way away in the direction and I think get out of anyone's really
What?
good reach.
I thought she was gonna get pissed off and come back.
She might have if it weren't for the fact that there are 4 of you all at basically full health, and she herself was badly injured.
Howard.
Yes, that was the entire issue.
You know, if that was my mother, I'd kill her too. I get it.
That is annoying that keeps opening the BCR. I'll have to see if I can figure out why it's doing that. But
Well,
as you perhaps unfortunately break up the fight without a clear victor, that is where we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here. So stand
All
up,
right.
stretch, grab some water, and when we come back, you will have this spire all to yourself to explore and do what you will with. Welcome back, everyone, from break. So, at this point, Tahaks and Achex, the 2 remaining Perytons of this flock, have both fled in opposite directions. But the question of exactly what you would like to do from here is up to you. You have yet to find Drawn. You do see feasibly where their nests are, but the choice of what you would like to do from here is up to you.
I'm gonna climb down and pick my shield up.
Sure. I'm not going to
Alright,
require any
my-
further checks to climb here because there's no risk of any combat or anything occurring.
I'm gonna climb over and check out these nests.
Yeah, absolutely. Not really a perception check needed to look through them. It's not particularly difficult to find what's going on. I do have unfortunate news for you, though, and that is the battered corpse of Drawn, amongst numerous other decayed bodies within these nests.
Well, that answers that question.
Jericho, which nest is Drawn in?
Is in this one.
Okay. I'm gonna go right here.
I guess we could at least recover his body and some of the, if there's any others that are less decayed. Like,
Well-
or any others from the torrent moot.
You don't see any others that are recent enough that they could feasibly be from Torrent Moot. Most of the others, and realistically, it's less full victims in the nests and more so partial victims. The uneaten remains.
Alright. Could I
Left
search
behind.
this nest?
Mm.
Taking some time to search through here. Drawn's armor is pretty heavily damaged and shredded and not really worth much, but his magic battle axe, his warhammer, his coin purse are all here and could be picked up for yourselves if you wanted. There are also 3 other items you find between the 2 nests. A alchemical flask filled with this like bubbling green liquid, a small vial of clear oil with arcane runes stamped onto the lid, and a magic wand forked with peridot on the ending, and theoretically belonging to the arcane and primal traditions based off of the runes on it.
Alright, just put all the items in the party stash and then get Drawn's body.
At the very least, Drawn had 4 platinum and 4 gold in his coin purse that you guys
Damn.
got. You're rich.
Yeah, I know! Platinum at level 3, let's go!
This all being the case, though, this is when Rog and Crow are going to officially say their goodbyes to the group, though. Seeing Drawn's death, they are not willing to let these perytons off the hook and leave to begin tracking them down, exacting their vengeance.
You know, seeing as Drawn was the most intact, do you think he was the least tasty?
I like to think maybe he fought back the most. I don't know.
And that made him less tasty. Is that what you're saying? I can agree with that.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
my food tried to kill me, I probably wouldn't want to eat it as much as the non-killing me food.
Yeah, they had to like go and like rest and recover. They didn't really have time to, you know, eat him right then.
That's why I don't eat orcs.
Exactly.
You eat people?
I just said I don't.
You
Yeah,
said
he-
orcs, not others.
Okay. Jericho, will you require any rolls for us to get Drawn's body back to the Torrent Moot?
No, you guys have rope with you. It's pretty easy to bring it down. It is about a day's travel to get back, and it is early afternoon at this point, so you guys will need to rest at some point on the way back.
Okay.
But, you would get back probably late morning tomorrow.
Okay, I'm gonna pump a heal spell in myself real quick.
You guys don't have anything you would like to do on the journey, though. You are welcome to take a long rest and back. Unless, of course, as you were traveling, anyone wanted to spend some time attempting to identify the items in the stash.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the wand.
You do also have a vial of pink liquid that is alchemical that you picked up recently as well that you have yet to identify. So there's 2 alchemical items, 2 magic items that need identification.
I'll try to identify the alchemical ones.
Sure.
So will I.
Okay. Then those will be recall knowledges from you two using crafting. Galasha, if you wanted to attempt to identify the wand, you are welcome to do so.
Sure, is that also...
Yeah, just use recall knowledge for it. I just know it's your magic skills instead. Gwyn and Zool, you have no idea what the fuck these are.
Got
That was
it.
good.
At least not today. And Galasha, unfortunately, the wand is evading you also.
Jesus.
Just,
Is this
We're also
wait? Is this the
one
same day or
motherfucker.
the?
you guys
the
would be able to make a
following day.
second attempt per, since, you know, you do it night before and then the following morning in camp. You guys can make one more
Damn.
set of checks if you would. There you go. Gwyn, which of the
That's the
2 items
following
were you
morning.
attempting to identify?
Uh,
There's the vial of pink liquid and the vial of bubbling green liquid.
we're gonna go with pink liquid,
Pink
the one
liquid.
that's least volatile looking.
Fantastic. That is an infiltrator's elixir that you
Okay.
are able to find. So, when imbibed, you can change your shape to be a different humanoid creature of your size. But, you know, a bit unrecognizable as you do so.
Okay.
Galasha, taking some time today to look over the wand again, a bit easier to do so, and it is a wand of widening with breathe fire in it.
Jesus.
So it lets you cast breathe fire as a 3-action spell, but it increases the cone by 5 feet to become a 20-foot cone.
Okay.
All right.
Jericho, one
I'm
of
sorry,
the
it is 15 feet or smaller, so it would become a 25-foot cone. No, it is 5. I'm an
okay.
idiot. Sorry. It becomes a 20-foot cone, but takes 3 actions to cast. There we go. I can't read.
would I be able to cast that since one of my god spells is Breath of Fire?
Yeah, you aren't normally an arcane or primal caster, but since you do have breathe fire on your spell list, absolutely.
Okay.
You interested in it?
Yeah. Do you guys mind if I take it?
Or
Yeah, go ahead.
Drag that onto myself.
Because you
And
follow Maja
Magya
Fire.
Hair. Yep.
Ah.
One of the orc gods, or one of the orc gods that ascended through the crucible.
this morning, did you want to try and identify the bubbling green liquid again, Zool?
Yes, please.
Go for it. Strays, did you want to attempt once or twice to identify that vial of clear oil with arcane runes stamped on it?
I don't think I have any lore skills to do that, unless I'm wrong.
Doesn't need to be a lore skill, it
occultism?
would just use any of your magic skills.
Okay, I do have occultism.
Yeah, you are welcome to try. You can give me 2 recall knowledge attempts if you'd like. Zool, unfortunately rolling the exact same as yesterday. You have no clue.
Yeah, figures.
And Strays, unfortunately, you are not able to identify the vial of clear oil either. So perhaps you guys will have to try and identify them later to figure out exactly what it is they can do.
just drink them. It'll be fine.
Just drink
Promise.
them, yeah. So I'll tell you one thing. The vial of bubbling green liquid, that's a bomb.
I mean, you don't say when it's put under the weapons option.
Yeah.
Unlike
Something-
the other ones.
Something I've always thought about doing but haven't done because it's effort and I don't support that is for unidentified alchemical bombs making a consumable version so it's not immediately obvious that it's an alchemical bomb.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that requires effort and fuck that noise.
I love it.
The vial of oil, though, if you want to drink that.
I have a very quick, important question.
Uh-oh.
Where the fuck did we get a dragon turtle scale from?
That was in the puzzle box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just gives you a swim speed.
Cool.
Ardax put that there in case someone falls into the flood. If you're smart
sense.
enough to open the puzzle box, theoretically you should be smart enough to not fall in, but just in case.
Aw,
Fair.
how thoughtful of him.
Don't worry, he's got a stash of potions of water breathing also. Everything in preparation for the one idiot who can't swim but falls in. But you guys are able to return back to Torrent Moot. You are able to... are you planning to drop off Drawn's body with Lakon and Tashki, the other members of his hold, or
Yeah.
passing it on to them, letting them know the fate of the rest of their hold? It definitely dampens the mood a little bit all around, but isn't enough to put a massive... It's not enough to overall stop Torrent Moot, and Lakon does, after thanking you guys for bringing back Drawn's body, sort of clasp one of you on the shoulder. By the way, Ardax asked to see you all when you returned.
Oh. I see.
So, might take a little while for him to be out of his current meeting, but he did want to speak with you all.
Did he
Alright.
seem like he was in a good mood?
Didn't seem like he was in a bad mood, but it's not often I see him in a bad mood.
Okay.
I would assume it's good things.
Everything's been alright here at camp the past couple days we were gone.
As alright as it could be. Yeah, after... People have been a bit more careful about heading out and about, but still...
And about their teeth, probably.
Some people have been a bit more paranoid about their teeth, yes. Certainly the case, but no, it's... Nothing major has gone on here.
Good.
So,
Quiet is a good thing.
we'll we've drawn here a burial and just make sure we kill a couple more undead when we get back for him.
All right.
You guys have anything in particular you would like to do now that you're back here in camp before you go to meet with Ardax?
Do we unload anything in the party stash, or you guys want to wait on that?
Oh, like,
Like we have, like, does anybody want the axe or the warhammer?
Not I.
I'm okay. If none of us want it, we could also give that his hold the battle axe that Drawn had.
But indeed.
If none of us plan to use it.
Well, I mean, does anyone? Yeah, that's true. We could.
Question is, what's more important to you? Honoring the dead or 18 gold?
Oh yeah, I forgot we could
Well,
sell it.
I'm more
That's true.
just thinking about that +1 rune.
Do you not have a plus one
mm,
rune yet?
I do, but another one so I can get a ranged weapon, so I'm not
That's
used to
true.
letting things fly away from me.
I mean, we did give
But at
him
the same
his
time,
body and
I know
everything.
my
So.
character would also be more on the idea of we should honor the dead.
Yeah, so would also be a honor the dead orcs. The perytons, fuck them.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I guess we could present it to
Yeah,
Lakon and Toshki as well.
I agree.
Yeah, when we give Drawn's body back to them, also hand them the axe.
Sure. They definitely appreciate it. They will, there's going to be some debate over whether they continue to use it in honor or they lay it to rest alongside his body. But that is the decision they will have to make. It's likely going to keep getting used because that's a perfectly good weapon.
Yeah.
Damn, they're not gonna go the World Eater route of it.
No.
The gold fillings and bits of jewelry.
Mhm.
You guys want to sell that too?
Yeah, no one's come to claim them, right?
Yeah, no. Surprisingly enough, like some of the teeth people have come to claim, but like the bits of gold and jewelry don't appear to belong to anyone in Torrent Moot.
All right, sell it.
All right.
Yeah.
Likely belonged to people that the Tooth Fairies had robbed long before.
Makes sense.
But that will give you guys a decent amount of money that I'll go ahead and distribute out to everyone, giving everyone right around 20 gold for selling all of that.
Nice.
Okay.
You know, tooth fairies actually start out as bone fairies, but once they get stronger, they go for the luxury bones.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
I know,
Bone
right?
Fairies.
Hey Gwen,
Yeah,
do you have a? You don't have a striking rune, do you?
I do not.
No one has a striking rune. Y'all are level 3.
Oh yeah, it's a level 4 item. Crap. I was gonna say I'll pitch in gold to get you one.
You're close
But-
to level 4. You might hit it today. Who knows?
Oh, sweet.
Mm.
You guys
You
keep
have
faffing
to
about.
do-
We won't.
I think we should go talk to
Ardax.
Ardax.
Yeah, let's go talk to Ardax.
He
The
gives
level
us
4
a striking
frothing
rune.
is getting early. Yeah. There is one more little thing after the conversation of Ardax before you guys hit level 4 that will
Okay.
likely happen today. So
Okay.
as you guys make your way over to Ardax, it's a bit after noon once his next meeting does finish up. He's still in his tent. Glasha, you've seen him doing this before, but he is once again standing at his table making arrows. There's arrowheads, feathers, twine, arrow shafts, just sort of like in piles all around the table. And he is putting everything together and just slowly there's, like 2 guards off in the sides of the tent who are just keeping an eye on everything, but otherwise remaining silent. But Ardax will look up with a smile as you all step inside. Thank you for taking the time to come.
Of course.
Trust your last journey wasn't too dangerous on you.
It was a challenge.
You know, it was a domestic problem, and those are usually the worst.
He nods
Yeah.
sagely. There's an air of understanding. Gwyn, it will shut the door to his tent.
Oh, okay. I thought it was one of those teleporters.
No, it'll be a stare icon, and I don't really use the click teleporter. I will just have it that if you step onto the space, it auto teleports you.
Gotcha. Okay, I thought it was a teleport. Like,
No, that's
What?
just the
Oh,
open
no.
and closed
Inside.
door.
okay, that makes way more sense.
You'll see that very frequently when we get into dungeons.
Yeah.
But he stops fiddling with the arrows for a moment to look up at you all. I will be entirely forthcoming. You've surprised me. Not in a bad way, no. But from my understanding, each of you, Gwyn, Strays, Glasha, Zul, all of you are relatively new to adventuring and the sorts. And so far, you've done a pretty bang-up job from what I've been hearing and seeing. So, wanted to offer some congratulations to you. Perhaps inflate your egos just a little bit.
We
Well-
appreciate the kind words.
Yes, I mean, thank you.
Of course, well, I have a knack, you could say, for seeing those who are marked for greatness. I see 4 of those marks right in front of me right now, so let it get to your heads just a little bit, don't you?
Nice.
We absolutely will.
Fantastic. Beyond that, though, there is an actual reason I've called you here. There's plenty out there, and he just sort of like nods generally at the outside, that are never going to see here as anything more than a dangerous wasteland full of the cruel. Not everyone thinks that way, thankfully, and at the very least, you 4 being here tells me you don't think that way. So I wanted to hear your opinions today. I've asked a number of people for it, but I personally don't ever want to be a pawn for the Whispering Tyrant again. So, when it comes to building relationships between the holds and our neighbors, how would you go about it? What do you think the best course of action is?
Will kind of ponder a bit because he's never been asked for his opinion on a matter like this, but well, when it comes to the other holds, I mean, most of them only respect strength, so a show of strength and then lead them to see the benefits of diplomatic relations. Allow them to keep their traditions, but introduce them to new ones.
I see.
I think that's a great idea. Maybe more frequent events of this sort, or in different areas between different holds could take place, and perhaps even begin collaboration on things like defending certain territories or protecting things like roads, you know, patrols between different holds, things like that. I think could all help collaboration and could help us understand each other more.
Those are all great ideas, but I would suggest, now hear me out on this. In other places, they call them pamphlets. They take a sheet of paper and they fold it in thirds, and it allows you to write a very dense amount of information on there. And you can hand it out to everybody in the different holds and let them know all the downsides of following the Whispering Tyrant. Like, for example, it's very hard to follow orders when he's always whispering. It's hard to hear.
Ardax struggles not to let out a chuckle at that.
Zul's kind of like,
No,
He
I like it.
regains his-
Increasing the literary rate,
he, like,
literacy rate.
gets his composure back after a moment. I think those are called brochures, aren't they?
If you're fancy.
Ah, fair enough. Pamphlet might be a bit easier to digest. It's certainly an idea.
I mean, one of the greater obstacles is how do we get over the generational grudges that exist between some holds and, you know, even some of the outside races.
I may be an outsider in this case, as I'm not really part of any of your holds. I do know the outside world well. Many, I think, would appreciate seeing that we maintain a more righteous path, especially if it means fighting against the Whispering Tyrant.
Or we're certainly not working for him again.
Hmm.
Be dead before that happens.
Agreed.
As you say, Zul, though, it is a challenge. Most of the holds are secular. They don't enjoy working with others. They're used to relying on their own. So, how would we go about not just unifying the holds, but getting these holds that don't work well with others to be willing to work with others, especially outsiders?
Trust falls.
Well, I mean, my first instinct is to say show them the benefits. Something, not ideals but the tangible ones. Such as if we establish trade, show them just in this particular instance they can get a particular type of metal from an outsider if they trade for, meat, furs, or even weapons that we possess. But I have a feeling some holds even the incentive of getting things that they normally can't get will not be enough. And those are the ones I believe will need to be given a show of strength. And I mean, back in my hold, if you didn't, after being shown the benefits, if you didn't go along with it, you were just left. We didn't kick you out, but we didn't help you either. But I don't think that's what we're aiming for here.
Certainly
We do
an
have,
idea.
isn't, Grothlin here is from Gutspear?
From the gut
No.
spear, yes.
So that's certainly one of the more old-fashioned holds. What do you feel would win her over? I haven't quite been able to get a read on her.
Well, I tried to emulate her craft. I failed miserably.
If there's one thing I've noticed about Grothlin, and I'll be honest, I have been nervous to speak with her as well. Worries were, of course, that she had been sent to cause trouble with other visitors and actively sabotage our efforts. She hasn't done anything of the sort, though, and from what I've seen, she's been paying a lot more attention to the conversations and politicking than she lets on.
Did you hear that from anyone in particular, or just
I've seen
rumors
it
just
with my
around?
own eyes.
Oh no, I mean about her coming here to cause trouble. To start
More of a
things.
personal fear of mine. The
Uh,
gut spear are not the most in line with my beliefs. They are some of the more recalcitrant members to want to work with outsiders. So,
Would they also be recalcitrant if the Whispering Tyrant were to return?
well, the Whispering Tyrant has returned and we fought him off already, so as it is, they don't see any need to try and work with outside groups. They think we can handle everything on our own with who's here. We fought off a probing strike. If Tar-Baphon were to bring the full force of his armies upon us, as we are now, we would stand no hope.
Jericho, in lore, how long ago was that probing attack from
Ah,
Tar-Baphon?
God, I gotta check my notes. I got it right last time we asked about this, but I'm always scared of getting it wrong. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum.
It's like 3 hours ago, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
3 hours
At
ago.
least an hour ago.
Battle
just
of
missed
Nine
it by
Broken
that
Skulls
much.
was 5 years ago. I was thinking correctly on that.
Okay,
4719.
Okay, so it was 5 years. Okay, so it's still fresh in everyone's memory.
Oh, yeah. And that fight
Well-
took place in the mud outside of Urgir.
Okay.
So,
I can't speak for some of the tribes that are, you know, very against your efforts here, but you know, the Drowning Sands, they at least, I will say, have mainly been swayed by opportunities to further enrich themselves so far. That's what our chief seems motivated by. So if we can at least show the benefits of like Zool was saying, of trade and things like that, I think some of them can be won over.
certainly
Well-
not a bad idea.
Well, I mean, most of my hold, the Burning Sun, we tend to follow in the footsteps of our prior leader, the goddess Maja. And we're all about lifting one another up, seeing everyone prosper, and the Whispering Tyrant conquering us would definitely not be on the agenda for that.
Certainly.
Yeah, but
Orconomics.
how do we... The question is how do we convince the holds that, one, don't like working with anybody just in general,
Right.
two, hate outsiders? Would the threat of Tar-Baphon be enough to get them to fall in line, quote unquote? Or would that just make them more stubborn and dig their heels in thinking that they can save themselves?
So far, it has not gotten them to online. That's the whole thing. They believe that because the Battle of Nine Broken Skulls was won by not even like a true alliance, but sort of a loose confederation that Ardax was able to quickly throw together, that the Whispering Tyrant doesn't pose nearly as big of a threat as he does. Gwyn, were you about to say something a moment ago?
Well, I was about to say that we should use the threat of Tar-Baphon to
Yeah,
bring everyone together, but
That's the big struggle, is a number of the holds simply don't believe, based off of their recent experiences, that Tar-Baphon is nearly a big enough threat to warrant going against their traditions.
yeah.
They recognize he's a threat, but because they were able to win the first battle and they're confident that Tar-Baphon isn't going to throw the entirety of their forces against Belkzen before anything else, they don't think he's a big enough threat to overturn. So,
Yeah.
Oh, they woefully underestimate the pride of a lich.
we know that. Ardax knows that. You guys know that. They don't care.
Well, they respect strength. It seems like if all else were to fail, we just need to beat them and then make them ally with us, though that's not really what you're going for.
I'd rather not if I could help it. It would go against the image we are trying to promote to potential neighboring allies. If we dive into the midst of civil war with an army of the undead dogging our heels, that's not going to look good on us. But
Maybe not a civil war in that case. I understand your traditions of in terms of religion, come with the idea of the crucible. Maybe less of a civil war, more of a challenge.
Adapting the crucible is certainly. He actually takes a step back and pauses, shifts his eyes off to the side, very clearly starts thinking to himself. You can see the gears turning in his head. And also the smoke coming out of one of his ears a little bit. As he's trying to he's immediately out from that idea gone into planning mode. How do I make this work? Is it possible? What would be the benefits, the drawbacks? What are the logistics of getting something like this to work? How could we do it? Because that's certainly an idea.
Well, what do you propose? Wait, Ardax, you yourself,
Or
going through the crucible, or?
why not champions in place? We take up as champions for Ardax's cause. They send champions to either defend their pride or join under a peaceful negotiation should they lose a fight in a crucible style match.
Well, the Crucible, at least in the terms that our gods use, it's a fight to the death.
Well, I understand that, but again, we adapt it to more friendly terms.
Simply something in the same
In the same
kind of
representation.
inspired by it.
That could work. That's certainly an idea. I like that thought. Thank you.
Tradition is important, then tradition we shall use.
That's definitely given something for me to think on. Thank you for your time today. I appreciate you to stop by and speak with me on these matters. I hope that I can count on you for your thoughts on other matters moving forward. Your insights are truly interesting, to say the least.
I'll get
Good
work on the
idea.
pamphlets.
That give me a markup, Strays, and we'll see where to go from there.
I think you'll love it.
Now,
think
will we
I
be
will
writing
too.
all of these by hand, or?
There's no printing presses in Belkson, so
Oh, boy.
Maybe someone can use
we'll
magic.
outsource with the merchant groups.
Yeah, or that.
Get an Absalom news agency to print them. Easy enough.
Jesus.
Or, better yet, just get a bunch of magicians that know skywrite, put the pamphlet in the sky.
Anti-Tar-Baphon propaganda in the
Yep.
sky,
Yeah.
That'll make him happy.
all across the holds.
Oh, that won't piss off the Whispering Tyrant at all.
Just skywrite Tar-Baphon's a bitch. Just call it a day.
Just call it a day, bitch.
It's amazing when you think about just how much messing around you can do with magic in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
You can torment someone by having sending as a spell. Just once per day, you're getting a message from me that you can never avoid. What are you gonna do about it? All right
Rude.
then. Before you all leave, I do have a little something. Unfortunately, I don't quite have enough for all of you, but I have seen your efforts, and I do know that a good adventurer relies on their gear above all else. So, I took the liberty of preparing a better weapon for you to use, though you might have to pass it around.
Oh.
And he will pull out a very nice-looking enchanted warhammer
Ooh.
and pass it to whoever takes it.
I'll take it.
This is, in fact, a +1 striking warhammer. So,
It's
I'll
a little
look
big for me.
He looks at you, Strays.
a little big for me.
I'm sure we could get it resized if necessary.
All right.
It is a one-handed martial weapon, of course.
Well, I say I say we give that striking ruin to Gwen to put on that sword.
I will not complain about something like that.
None of you are able to really make use of a weapon like this. I would be happy to instead move the enchantment to another weapon of yours and provide a bit of extra compensation instead. If you would like.
Not complain about something like that either.
Yeah, that would work, provided the rest of my companions agree.
Yep.
Absolutely. It will take me a day or so to get it set up. Would you like me to begin? We can take it over to one of the smiths, and it'll probably take the rest of today into tomorrow to finish it up.
Yes.
Would I still be able to keep the hammer, just the base?
Of course, certainly. Did you want the potency enchantment on that, or would you rather that be turned into a bit more financial
Just the
use?
hammer. Just the hammer.
Just the hammer.
I have
Certainly.
An idea for it.
Certainly. Then he will hand you guys a normal warhammer and 35 gold for what the +1 was worth, and begin getting a striking rune added to your blade, Gwyn, though that will not be done until tomorrow.
Okay.
So
I don't like the fact that this is such a an important fact that I need to wait until tomorrow
it
for.
takes a day to transfer runes. What can I say?
It's almost like something's gonna happen tonight that I need to worry about.
I would never.
Oh no, he said that. Crap.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, does anyone have anything else they'd like to do before tonight?
I'd like to fortify my bedroll.
Okay. Fair enough.
No, do not move 21 warhammers into my inventory. Thanks, game.
21 Warhammers, goddamn. Zool
That's
doesn't have
almost
anything
halfway
he'd like
to
to do.
Warhammer 40s.
True.
I'm sorry, Zool, what?
Zool doesn't have anything he'd like to do.
Sounds good.
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe just like as we're eating dinner and things like that, chat with random people.
Sure. All right.
Oh wait, he asked how long
long?
till it ends?
Yeah, until Tormund actually ends.
You're probably about a week out from the deluge occurring at this point.
Okay.
So you've got a bit longer.
Okay. I was curious.
But that doesn't mean the first signs of the deluge aren't appearing. Thankfully, Gwyn, a rush order gets you your weapon back to you tonight with the rune applied to it.
Yay.
Yeah.
For absolutely zero particular reason.
Yeah.
But at around 10 p.m., where would you all be? Please place yourselves around camp where you would be.
Where do we normally sleep?
I believe some of you are sleeping over by the Knights of Last Wall. I believe Zool is sleeping down in this area.
Yep.
Strays, you would be with most... Did you bring a tent of your own? Or were you planning to sleep in one of the communal tents?
I'll be sleeping in the communal tent. I don't take up a lot of room.
Yeah. That would be like this and this tent would be the communal tents.
Ping that again, I didn't see.
The two big ones.
I see. Gotcha.
With the Knights of Last Wall.
I'll have probably set up my tent now near the Knights of Last Wall area.
Sounds good.
Did you ask where we would be like sleeping or where
Nope,
it'd be
it's
like...
about 10 p.m. I need
Oh,
to know
10
where you
p.m.
guys are
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
Nights are
so-
late here. People are staying up, chatting and drinking until late at night, even the wee hours of the morning. So I don't think you guys would necessarily have taken off your equipment.
So it's only 10 o'clock. Zul would never tired until then.
Sure.
He'd stay up a little while longer.
Okay. Is everyone happy where they are around this point?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, hanging out with the homies.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the night itself is a chillier night, especially at this time of the year. A brisk wind blowing through the camp, causing the campfire to leap and lick at your faces. At this point, there are some people partying, but I'd say roughly 70% of the camp has retired or at least begun retiring at this point. Those like yourselves who are still awake are sitting on the hewn log benches around the central fire pit, quietly talking and drinking amongst themselves. There is still a decent amount of heat being radiated from the embers and flames. But screams suddenly interrupt the
What a fucking
conversations.
surprise.
Tall shadows from the edge of the clearing begin to manifest into more lumbering shapes. As the light flickers and casts onto them, you see a pair of massive brown bears making their way into camp. However, these bears look mildly fucked.
Oh.
Huge clumps of hair missing from them, much of their flesh torn away, glowing green eyes just regarding everything in the camp as they lumber through.
Crap.
They're undead.
A pair
Oh,
of
jeez.
seemingly zombified brown bears are making their way into camp, and I need all of you to roll initiative for me.
No.
Of course.
Did you say no?
Yes. I go first. That's my initiative.
Oh, I'm going last again. Damn it.
I don't know where my initiative roll went.
You got a 19. Does not show up in the
Oh.
chat.
Gotcha.
It's
All
over
right.
in the...
God, stupid.
Hi,
What?
Perytons.
Hi, Perytons.
Speaking of which, add the bestiary. Oh god, why is it popping up the bestiary for everyone?
Again.
That's going to be awful. I need to figure out how to turn that setting off.
Initiatives tracked in encounters. It's the two cross swords.
It just reminds us to do recall knowledge, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah. Figure out
Yeah.
what you can about them. Of course, you know their names at this point. They are
Okay.
zombie brown bears. What fun.
Oh,
Oh, what
that's
fun.
literally their names.
Yeah, literally their names. Nice and simple. But
Yep.
both of them are up first.
Hi, Perytons again.
Oh god, every time I switch their visibility in the initiative tracker, that pops up the... That's awful. Why are you doing that?
Just a little bit.
Oh,
Damn.
sorry, everyone. This is the last time that should pop up for everyone this session, hopefully.
Okay.
Wow.
And I just jinxed it, probably. But the bear is going to, of course, make its way into the campsite. Both of them are going to do so, beginning to go after the tents and the people who are crawling out to get a look at what's going on with the call outs. Glasha, you're up.
Okay. Yes. People go. Okay.
Good news, they're zombies, so they're inherently slow. What fun.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna move up little bit. Well,
Wait.
so if I do my or actually, you know what? What am I doing? I'll just do that first. I'll do Courageous Anthem.
Sounds good.
So the whatever chill tune I was playing is gonna turn into Courageous Anthem. So,
Yes.
do I want to do?
It's a lo-fi beats to relax to.
To the extent that you can do that.
It's
Yeah, I
21
was playing
Warhammers,
21
exactly.
Warhammers. Yep. Lingering.
It's just the Dark Tide OST.
That's our
True.
group name, the 21 Hammers.
God.
Oh
You
wait,
should
was I
have the
supposed to use a
on
macro?
our hotbar,
Yep.
yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Take the focus point back for casting it into chat.
Yeah.
You fool!
Hehe.
And thankfully, Strays is within 60 feet. Zoo, you okay there?
Now, does this moves with
Yeah,
me,
what
right?
happened?
So,
It does.
okay.
Why did it-
You went flying.
Well,
Boundary is cursed tonight, it seems.
all right.
Yep.
That was one action. I will. Okay. Measure distance.
Remember,
Not
if
gonna
you
move
are
up.
just selected on your token and hover them, it will tell you how far away they are.
Yeah, I keep wanting to see like how close I would need to get to be, say, within 30 feet and things like that.
Ah, I see.
But all right, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna move up a little bit so that if people go up to the bear, my composition or my they're still in range of my thing.
Perfect.
And then
It's also not a
unless-
continuous aura. It only matters when you cast the spell if they're within 60 feet of you.
oh really? Okay, I don't know why I
Foundry
thought it was
made this an aura
continuous
for
aura.
the macro to continuously reapply it to people every round,
Okay.
instead of creating effects with variable durations. They just went, we're going to make an aura that auto re-ups it every round.
Okay, and then I don't really have too much else that's useful, so I'm just gonna cast shield and that's it.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Don't forget to grab the shield effect.
Yes.
And Strays, we're up to you. Go punch a bear. Do what you were meant to do.
Well, these guys are going in the pamphlet, let me tell you. 2 actions to stride right up on the bear,
Sounds good.
and we're gonna do a little flurry of blows
Out
here.
of the aura got rid
Nice.
of the Courageous Anthem. One moment before you should have the macro on your hotbar still for flurry of blows.
Yeah, he didn't delete your character.
There you go.
Actually, it's a brand new character, so maybe.
No, I always keep old characters. I have a nice little folder called old characters, or I keep every
Nice.
previous PC just in case they need to be referenced for whatever reason.
Fair.
Or, you know, if someone builds their character differently and then they want to come back to the old version.
Wow.
Hey, double
Yikes.
fours.
That's amazing.
No.
That is unfortunate, to be sure, and you are out of hero points.
Indeed. Well, that's my turn.
All right, Gwyn, that's going to bring us to you.
Alrighty. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Move 1, because I have 35 foot move speed. Thanks
Let's
for
go.
iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're
Not
going
quite
to
within
spark.
melee.
I am well aware, but we are going to spark transcendence my Scar of the Survivor to heal myself at full HP.
Nice.
Does not matter, but that moves me just enough here.
That does let you move 10 feet.
We're gonna do this actually. It does move me out, but
I feel like
the
they made
important
Courageous
part
Anthem
is
work.
I am shifting myself to Mirrored Aegis to give
Ooh.
all the civilians +1 AC as well.
Okay, very nice.
I wish I could put my shield up, but I can't.
The +1 to AC is what really matters here.
Yep.
All right, Zool, that will bring us over to you.
Okay, I will stride once 30 feet.
Nice.
Target the big bad zombie bear right
Mhm.
there. And I will cast Divine Lance at it.
Okay. Nice straight shot over.
Oh,
And
nice.
that's going to be a hit. And let me see that damage roll. A 1, 2, 3. Nice. That bear's going to take it all. And roar out from the impact of the magic before itself is going to get a turn here. And let's see. I mean, the first thing it's got to do here is make a claw strike against strays. It's just got to slash with its claws and try and hit you.
It can try.
It's going to succeed. Good news, it
tried
did
very
crit,
well.
though. For 11 points of slashing damage to you. And with its second action, it is going to attempt to grab you with that claw that just slashed. Try to hold you in place. And that is going to succeed as well. So you're going to get got. Held by the bear, but that's all it can do here. Going to bring us to this angry little bear here, who is going to step to right here, and flanking with you, Gwyn, is going to attempt to bite at you with its jaws.
Yep.
That's going to be a hit as well.
Not a crit.
Not a crit. Would love to see that, especially because this one's a bit more damage for 15 points of piercing.
Sounds good.
And Glosha, that brings us all the way back to you.
Yeah. Be Siri.
Oh, does it open for you guys when I open it too? I'm so sorry.
I don't know.
It might be
Also,
us making things
fun
easier.
fact: if you minimize it and then it opens, it is gross looking.
Fantastic to know.
Oh, mine's just broken now.
Oh,
No,
goody.
it just. Oh, so if it's minimized and then you open it and it opens for everyone, it just opens as if it was still minimized, and you have to expand it back out.
So I'm gonna just stop adding their stuff into the bestiary until after session when you've all left the server.
Yeah. What is
Okay.
that?
Sorry, I'm seeing if I can get them both in a burst.
Ooh,
Anyway.
you could, but not
But-
without getting multiple of your
Yeah.
allies in as well.
Yeah, so we'll not do that. Then I will move to here. Is that what I'm thinking? Wait, actually, I did not measure how far I moved. I think that was 25 feet, which is my movement
I
speed.
was either 25 or 30, but that's fine. Zool was doing a lot of measuring in the way and made it a little hard to tell.
My bad. Okay, I think I'm. What
Blame
the hell
Zool.
is that?
As per usual.
Okay. And then, all right, I'm gonna move. I don't need to re-up Courageous Anthem. Is this? Sorry, checking one thing. All right. Then I'm gonna cast Fear on. Wait, never mind. Wait, I just remembered. Crap. Would I know that undead can? They probably can't get feared.
That'd be something you'd have to recall knowledge against, because certain
Okay.
undead are mindless, certain others are not.
Yeah. I just moved up. Actually, can I recall knowledge on
Yeah.
these guys?
Absolutely.
I have to say what I want to know, though, right?
Yes.
Um. I guess I want to know if they're mindless. Well, it's a bear. It's probably mindless.
Being a bear does
Sure.
not make it mindless.
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess I want to know if it's mindless.
Sure. Go ahead and give me that recall knowledge roll. Very nice. Yeah. Take some time to look over these things. They do look to be just generic zombies for the most part. Zombified bears, which does inherently mean they are mindless. Zombies are pretty much always mindless creatures. I'll also give you the sort of basic information that everyone would know about zombies in reality. They're going to be weak to slashing and vitality magic specifically, and they're going to be immune to death effects, disease, mental effects, paralyzed, poisoned, and unconscious. That's all sort of general information that comes with just being a zombie.
Gotcha.
And the fact that they're slow. Zombies are real simple.
And I now do not have 2 actions left for spell. Anyway, I'm just gonna take a strike at one of them.
Sure.
As my last action.
Shoot at the bow.
Yep.
That's a hit.
Yay.
Love to see it. And
Okay.
that's halfway decent damage from a bow too. All
Yeah,
right.
that's it. Yep.
These bears do appear like they've got quite a number of hit points, though.
So what you're saying is
Yeah.
they're barely injured.
Shut the fuck up. Strays, it's your turn. You are currently got.
Alright. Is it athletics to escape?
There is an escape macro in your basic action macros if you are targeting the enemy. It is athletics, acrobatics, or your unarmed attack modifier, whichever is higher. The macro will auto roll whichever is highest for you.
Fantastic.
Easy enough to pull yourself out of the bear's grasp. How dare you?
You know, and that is a map, right?
Yes, it does have the attack trait, so it will build map.
All right, but here.
Why do they give
is-
zombies a special action that can only be used on grabbed targets when they have the slowed 1 condition inherently? Meaning they can never attack,
The person
grab,
never makes it out.
and use that action. Hey! 7 points of
Nice.
damage as the first strike is going to hit. Love to see that.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Don't you have one more action? Flurry of blows is only 1 action.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You are absolutely right.
A very simple thing, always, if you don't have something else you want to do and will have a free reaction, you can set up to aid an ally's attack. Or something else that they're planning on doing.
Yeah, I will aid Gwyn.
Sounds good.
Do I target him and aid or?
Yeah, if you target him and then use the aid PF2E macros, but you also wait until Gwyn's turn before he's about to attack. Because if Gwyn, out of the blue, decides not to do that, then you wouldn't have to use your reaction.
Okay.
And so, Gwyn, that's going to bring us to you. Are you going to attack?
Alrighty. Not at the exact second, but
Then
I
we
will
don't
be
roll
attacking.
aid yet.
I am going to spark transcend
Ooh.
with raise the walls.
Alrighty.
So that raises shield, plus 1 AC to myself. On top of that, I
Alright.
need to use the raise shield macro.
Yep. And then who is getting raise the walls? Strays, I assume?
That is going to be Strays, who is the only person within 15 feet of me.
Alright, Strays, you can go ahead and grab that raise the walls effect.
And then I will use my movement from Brave to move. I'm on my measuring tool because I'm a dumbass.
Nice. Remember,
Here.
if you're on your measuring tool, you can just hit space and it'll move you to the end of where you're measuring.
We'll go here.
Okay. Yep.
And then we're going to target here. And I'm going to attack now.
Alright, now you may aid Strays.
It's asking me to choose a bonus from aid. What do I put?
Oh, so don't use that aid. You want to use the other one that has
Gotcha.
PF2E macros in parentheses.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, otherwise
Also-
that's the specific toggle for yourself.
I see. And what skill or attack am I using?
You can use an attack roll or perception, I would typically allow.
Also, my imminence is shifted to the Barrow's Edge.
Nice.
How do I
forget
use
what
an
it does. That's
Oh, here
passive.
it is.
If it's not letting you use an attack, then you might just have
No,
to
I got it.
make an
I got
attack
it.
roll aid. Bing, bang, boom. There's your +1, Gwyn. Go ahead and add that
Thank
to
you.
yourself. Yeah, I think
So
I think PF2E macros doesn't allow an attack roll be made to aid, so you will just have to add it on manually. That's where you use the second button, the toggle, and it lets you select what bonus you're getting.
got it. So we're going to do that, and then it is a.
Oh, you were Strays Icy. You were targeting the bear still, so you gave aid to the bear, not to Glue.
Oh no.
That's what it
It's
was.
so hard for me to tell them apart.
So I get a +2. You said, right?
+1. A regular success is only a
Thank
+1.
you. Thank you. Why is it not working?
That's fine. I will just know that you need a +1.
A
Boundaries
+1.
being weird tonight.
There we
Yes,
go.
it is.
God fucking
Oh,
damn
no.
it. We're re-rolling that.
I don't think a +1's going to help you.
There we go. Much better.
But that's an absolute hit. Go ahead and... you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Check here is providing you flanking. That's a crit.
Hell yeah!
Let's go, Check.
Wow, thank you, Jack.
Who the hell is Check? I don't know. Okay, maybe he shouldn't have
My
provided
God.
flanking. Hold up. That's
Jesus.
a lot of damage. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a lot of damage.
You know what's even funny? Oh wait, no, I already transcended. Fuck!
Can't do it again this turn, unfortunately.
I can't Barrow's Edge transcend. I needed the healing so badly.
But you do have one action left.
Oh wait. Haha, something important about Barrow's Edge is that it doesn't say this turn.
For what?
It just says your last action was successful strike with Barrow's Edge
Is that for the
to
transcendence
regain the
ability?
HP. Yes.
Transcendence abilities can only be used once per turn. You can only spark
Correct. But I'm
transcendence
saying
once.
if it's my first action on my next turn,
yes. That you could
that's
do.
the important part if I survive my
Yes.
next turn. Well, we're not. Oh wait, shit! If my last action,
You do have one more action.
I am going to. Fuck. Anything I use this turn is gonna waste my. I won't be able to transcend the Barrow's Edge.
I mean, you could choose just to do nothing
This is true.
if you really want. I'll give you a hint above table, Gwen. Someone else is about to heal you.
Oh, fair.
You guys have reached 5 influence with Kestrel, which sparks the hidden little benefit that in a fight once per combat, she can heal someone.
Oh.
Fair. Then you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go for a map attack.
Oh boy. What a fool.
So we're gonna do this. And we oh wait, I need to trigger stuff. Are they below half HP?
The brown bear is now, after
Cool.
your first attack.
Barrow's Edge passive triggers, got it. Oh, I thought that was so close.
No hit, unfortunately.
That was so close to the 20.
What's the passive of Barrow's Edge?
Just extra damage.
I
if they're
see.
below
It's
half
1
HP.
additional spirit damage generally, but 3 if they're below half.
And now it's fire damage, because that was one of my sparks.
Yeah, you've got funny energized spark. All right, Zool. up to you. You can see that what appears to be like vitality magic is beginning to brim at Kestrel's hands that she seems about to unleash on Gwyn. So you do not necessarily need to worry about healing Gwyn here.
Okay. Jericho, is it common knowledge that undead are unholy creatures? Or that's something I need to roll recall knowledge
That would
on?
be something you have to roll recall knowledge on. Not
Okay.
every undead is inherently unholy.
Okay, I'd like to recall
And
knowledge.
actually, so before you do that, I effectively treated Galosha's recall knowledge as about traits. Zombies are not unholy.
Okay.
Very weirdly.
Yeah. So I'm going to, let's see. Oh, I'm on the measuring tool. Damn it!
Classic measuring tool. Actually,
I'm going
that is a
to-
weird thing. They should be unholy. I think that might just be an oversight.
Yeah,
All
undead are
undead
typically
should
unholy.
be unholy.
Okay, so
Let me put the unholy trait on these guys. I don't know why they don't have it.
okay. Then I'm going to
Might have
use
to do
two
with the reason they're reanimated, but whatever.
two actions to stride right there.
Okay.
Target this guy and hey, have some one action. Is it? Yeah, one action. Have some heal, bitch.
Okay.
Heal. So a DC Fortitude save from the bear.
Already on it. They're going to succeed. They
Okay,
got pretty
so
good fortitude.
Oh, damn it.
Still half damage.
Still half damage. And
Wow.
they have a pretty high weakness to vitality because they're zombies. So
True.
that's going to hurt it pretty damn bad.
This is true.
no, that's my turn. It was stride, and
All right. At the end of the round here, Kestrel is going to stride forward a bit and unleash a bit of healing magic towards Gwyn for a grand total of 19 points of healing towards you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
That is her once per combat heal ability that she can make use of when she is around and you guys are in combat. Specifically because you guys have reached max influence with her.
Thank you, bestie.
Perhaps there will be similar benefits for helping to reach a maximum influence with the other characters, Grothlin and Devore. Who knows? I do. But at the top of the round here, we are going to have to end the session here instead of continuing, because these aren't the only undead that are going to attack the camp. And some more are going to pop up on the far end of camp as well here.
ah, crap.
Ooh. Oh.
At least we didn't divide the party this time.
At least you didn't divide the
True.
party. And there's the entire hobgoblin section
Regiment.
of warriors from Opric and the orc scouts over there. So they might be able to take care of that on their own. But these are not the only undead assaulting the camp.
Is Grothlin or is any of the people over here preparing to jump in, or they're just seeing us fight it and Kestrel's the only one who cares enough to...
They're jumping in, but they're not actively having any mechanical benefits. But
Yeah.
they are assisting in the fight, effectively.
They're providing us flanking.
Yeah.
Thank
Shaq,
you.
the
That's true.
MVP, gave flanking.
Flanking for a crit. That just
Yeah.
Look, I wanted to see the crit. First
Hell
striking
yeah.
weapon, I wanted to see how
Nice.
it looked. We'll discuss
42
it
points of
first.
damage is how it looked.
Yeah,
Very
buddy.
nice.
If
Uh,
oh my god, if only I had
52
vitality
after
on my
the
sword.
weakness. They've
Oh,
got
it had a fire weakness?
Weakness to slashing. Zombies always have a
Oh.
weakness to slashing damage.
Damn it, if I had kept the vitality damage on my sword.
Oh, if I had known we'd be fighting undead, I could have prepared this.
That's sort of the thing. You didn't know.
Yeah.
This sort of
mean,
came
it
out
is
of the
like-
blue.
I mean, the campaign is about fighting a guy that's leading an army of undead, right?
I mean,
This is
yes,
not a
to be fair
campaign
to-
that will pit you guys against Tar-Baphon.
Oh, no? Oh,
No.
I thought it was.
There will
Sadness.
be undead. Tar-Baphon is sort of the overarching threat that is pushing the orcs to try and ally, but how should I put this? Tar-Baphon is sort of the mastermind behind things, threat. But he himself will not be a direct threat for the campaign because you guys would never be able to fight him.
Okay, but Mythic Campaign level 20.
Look, they're coming out with an anthology series that deals with fucking around in the Gravelands and fighting the Knights of Ozum. So
Yeah.
hell, I put
Ooh.
together a level 20 one-shot Mythic fight Tar-Baphon. Why not? That'd be fun to run.
Genuine question though, because this might
Yes.
determine a feat selection I take.
Mhm.
How much undead are we genuinely gonna fight in
There
this?
will be a solid amount of undead. I can't really give you an exact
I mean, yeah.
percentage.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if picking things that are anti-undead is gonna help me very much.
Let me tell you this. I have a specific new type of undead that was introduced for this campaign to use.
Oh,
So
I see.
there will be a pretty solid amount of undead relatively soon, at the very least.
Okay.
Hmm.
But with that, we are going to end off for today at the very top of round 3.
Okay.
Thank you all so much for playing. I do so hope you enjoyed. I will see all of you next week.
Yay.
Absolutely.